Well, it ties to the last question or my answer. You know, when I see these hospitals that are so bland, I think to myself, what forces are at work here? Could anybody not understand how important these things are? I mean, we went through that in the 80s. Everybody understood, I thought, through the 80s, how important it was to start putting color in. Color is cheap, paint is cheap. To put color and texture into hospitals, to introduce patients to nature. If there isn't a view of nature outside the window, to use these backlit images of nature. It is so inexpensive to do that now. So I ask myself, okay, why am I seeing this return to these bland buildings? So, you know, you could very quickly say, oh, well, of course, because construction is so expensive and the escalation of construction costs. But you know what? I've been doing this work long enough to know that 20 years ago people were wringing their hands and talking about, you know, how tight budgets were, etc. It's not that. I mean, I call this mediocre design. There's no other way to refer to it. When you have a nurse station and that whole nursing corps is just bland, bland, bland. The lighting is institutional. The lighting isn't indirect. You should have indirect lighting any place patients are transported on a gurney. What can you call that except mediocre design? And I think that you have to point the finger at design professionals. And it's very quick to say, oh, our fee wasn't large enough. But you know what? You can do some pretty terrific design with a average design fee, but it takes more time to do it and more thought.